Hey guys, so I'm doing another video and I'm doing like two this week because next week I actually do get my braces and I just wanted to do this video beforehand so I can talk about everything that's happened thus far in this journey. So, yeah, where to start? Okay, so I never had braces growing up. I was the really weird kid that always wanted braces. I wanted the glasses. Why? I don't know, but I was definitely one of those kids, and I think it's just because, in my family, I'm the only one who has perfect vision. I still am. Other people have glasses and contacts, and then about the same time in school, everybody was getting braces. And so, of course, I was like, I want braces. So, um, I'm finally getting braces. I've always had really bad teeth. So, I'm going to scoot up and get really personal. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but this tooth right here is super, super far out than the others. I'm only doing this so you can see. He's super, super far out. Now this guy right here is pushed back a ways, and sometimes that causes problems because once in a while it'll hurt, and it's almost like my teeth are shifting, even though it's been years since I've had my wisdom teeth out. So yeah. So they're really, really bad on the bottom. Showing you my top ones in a second. So my top ones are pretty crooked. This is so weird doing this on camera, but I'm just doing this so you can see. Pretty crooked. Growing up, my teeth were worse than what they are now, which is hard to believe. But I even remember like some of my teeth growing not normally, like growing way up in the gums and like poking out from like way up there in the gums. So my dentist, both of them, I had like one for basically my whole childhood, and then he retired, and so I have a new one. So they never really like discussed my teeth ever since these front ones that are sticking really far out have came in. My dentist was never concerned about that, and I don't know why because I feel like this is so like obvious and like every I when I talk to people now and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting braces." They're like, "Why?" And I send them a picture of my bottom teeth, and they're like, "Ouch, that looks like it hurts." It never did until kind of recently. So, for some reason, my dentists were never concerned about the bottom ones. I don't know why. I guess unless you're in pain, then it becomes more of a concern, which is so stupid because I feel like they should have communicated like, "Hey, this might be an issue later on in life. Um, let us know if like this and this and this and this is happening, you know?" So, yeah. It's a good thing though, I realized that I'm waiting until now to get braces because anywhere from the 8 grades of 5th and 12th grade, I was in band and I played flute. And so one of the reasons for why I became the only flute player in my elementary school band was because one of the girls had braces and was unable to play. And I was forced to be in band, so for me not being in band wasn't an option. So it's probably a good thing I'm getting them now instead of later. So, anyways, I started getting a little bit of pain with these teeth, front teeth, a couple months ago, and it just felt like my teeth were shifting. Like I said, even though my wisdom teeth have been out for a couple of years now, kind of just felt like it was shifting. And um, after about 2 days, the pain had stopped, and I decided to schedule an appointment mainly because my teeth needed cleaning. So scheduled an appointment, got it all cleaned, figured out which hygienist I do not want to do my teeth because it hurts like a bitch afterwards because she's so aggressive on your teeth. But I brought it up to them, and at first I was really convinced of getting Invisalign because I don't know, just being 21 and having braces, I feel like is a little bit weird, but my dentist said that Invisalign does not always, um, work well and, can be more expensive and stuff like that, but he would refer me to an orthodontist, and so that's what he did, and went to the orthodontist, and let me tell you guys, braces are a crap load of money. So, to start this out, we started with the financial portion of this. So, I went there, I did the paperwork, and then surprisingly, there wasn't as much paperwork as I thought there would be, but I don't know why you always have to do paperwork anywhere new you go because I just feel like it should be transferred, but whatever. So I did the paperwork and then I went to go talk to the lady behind the desk who also does the financial part of all of this. Everything was laid out crystal clear how much it was going to cost. And I had to learn really quickly that not everybody has dental insurance, and it's actually rare, I guess, for people to have dental insurance up here. I don't know people's financial situations, but anyways, so my braces are costing me 6,000 plus dollars. I don't remember the exact like total, but it's definitely 6,000 and a couple hundred some dollars. That's a shitload of money. And I was really concerned because I did not bring my dad along for this because I'm still on my parents' insurance. I still live with my parents, so I'm on their insurance, blah, blah, blah. Um, and I scheduled it, I think, during one of his classes. So my parents are teachers. It's very hard for them if something like this happens just to call them up and be like, hey, can you get down here? Because they have class and they can't just leave their students, even though they're college students. But, anyways, um, so I was like, okay. At that time, I was able to pay because we have like a medical card. I was able to pay the first round of payments just fine. But I really, really do regret not having another adult with me because I'll get into that a little bit later. So we go over the financial stuff. I go back. They do a tour first. The office that I go to, they did a tour first of where everything is. It's a nice little office, I'm not gonna lie. And everybody there was super, super nice and just very much like communicated everything that you need to know, which was really, really nice. So I get there, the dentist, I meet him, well, the orthodontist, I meet him and he's really cool, just like, I don't know, just overall like a cool, chilled guy. And he takes a look at my teeth and we start discussing um, what the best option is. And so in the beginning, they had like a survey that you filled out and it just kind of it's like 5 questions and it went over like things that concern you, things you're comfortable with, things that you expect from this, blah blah blah. And so we went over those questions, um, and I know on one I marked like budgeting would be a concern just because like I don't know who actually knows their parents' financial situations, but I don't. Um, I mean, my parents are teachers, so I really don't know, like, how much they make. But anyways, so I, like, explained to him that our insurance does not cover braces, and he talked me through that. He talked me through the options because, as I said before, I wanted Invisalign and then, um, learn, like, Invisalign actually can be more expensive than braces. I don't know, that's what he said. He's a professional, he specialized in this, whatever. So, um, and he was pretty concerned with these front ones being so far out and out of line and crowded, that he really felt like Invisalign wasn't going to be the best option. So he talked to me about braces and talked a little bit about that procedure. And I was like, he's like, "Are you okay with that? Because I know you want an Invisalign." And I was like, yeah, I guess. Like, I just want to get this fixed because, as my other dentist had said, my primary dentist, and now even the orthodontist said that if this goes any longer, it can definitely cause problems later on in life. So he's like, "No problem, we can get it figured out. We'll go on with the procedure, of getting braces and stuff." And I was like, "Okay." So I had my X-rays to do first. So the first appointment, you're just really talking about the finances, you're talking about the plan, and he is looking at your teeth. He's just looking at it. Um, that's the first appointment part. So the second appointment, um, you actually start kind of the treatment, I should say. Um, and so that time I got the molds done of my teeth, which is one heck of a story for you guys, and I got X-rays done as well. So I go back to the orthodontist and um I get billed like $1,000 or something. It was like $1,000, 400 and X amount of money that I have to pay. I bring my medical card because that's the one I'm supposed to pay with when it comes to medical stuff. And there's no money on the card. So I'm kind of freaking out because I was like, okay, well, I have my credit card with me. So I guess I could charge it on my credit card since they said to me during the first appointment that a lot of people just pay out of pocket. And because she said it was like 1425, I believe, I thought that meant $14.25, which of course it did not. It meant like $1,425. This is where I regret not taking my dad with. Um, so he could also understand the financial part of this. And so I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I guess I have to pay them. I have to do this. Like, I have to pay them the money. And so I give her the card. My card goes through, no problem. So, get into the actual appointment. They do the molds. Well, no, they did the x-rays first and then the molds. I was very nervous to get the x-rays done because if you guys have x-rays done at the dentist, usually what they do is the little like flap x-rays. So they put like, that thing in your mouth. It's like this, and then it has like a flap that you bite down on. Yeah, I choke on those all the time. I choke on everything at the dentist. And so I was super nervous about getting this done because I'm like, okay, if they do the x-rays like normal, like I'm used to, then I have to have salt because my dentist taught me this trick with salt and you just put it on your tongue and like underneath your tongue and it kind of calms down your tongue and changes your breathing so they can get a picture of your teeth. But luckily, they did another type of X-ray, like a pan scam. And so that one's like an actual machine. It's got a thing that like looks like this, and you bite on it, just a little bit, and it like goes around your head and takes pictures of your teeth. They do another one which was really, really weird, where like you stand facing towards them and they have these like head holders basically and they kind of go like in your ear a little bit. And so it's all like high tech machines that do the x-rays and stuff like that. And then I sat down in the chair and they started taking pictures of my teeth. What they have to do for this is they have to give you like an instrument that moves your lips so they can really see in your mouth. And then what I didn't know is they have these like plate things that are mirrors, and you're supposed to shove it like in your mouth a little bit and take take pictures of that mirror or of your teeth. It's all for the pictures. So I was feeling nervous about that because those things were like this big. Like the mirrors were this big. They did a really good job inserting them. They actually went like at an angle instead of just like shoving them in your mouth. Um, so that was the pictures and the x-rays. X-rays were all done by machines. I didn't actually have to put anything in my mouth for the x-rays besides the little like chip thing that goes like this. And you basically just insert it like a centimeter in or whatever. And then Yeah, and the pictures they did, and then you have the mirrors that, like, get put into your mouth. And then they had to do the molds. So, the first step, I'm a little bit upset with the fact that they didn't really tell me how this was gonna go down. The X-rays were fine. Once I saw that I was with machines, I was completely fine, but as far as the molds, I'm kind of upset that they didn't prepare me for those, because what they do is they have these, like, tin, um, like the shape of your mouth, of your teeth. They have, like, these tin things that they fit on your teeth, and then, um, they have, like, this paste that they mix up, and they put in your mouth in the, like, molds, and then, it has to sit for a bit. So they didn't really tell me what this procedure was going to be like. So they get ones that fit in my mouth, um, and the bottom one, I was surprised. It went really, really well. Usually, this is the same kind of process like they do at the dentist when they put, like, fluoride in your mouth. Is that what it is? Fluoride? You know, when they have the, like, molds and, you bite down on it, it's got the filling in it. You bite it, and then you can't eat for, like, 30 minutes after that. Basically, like, the same thing, but looks more terrifying. So, the bottom one, and I always choke on that too, like, always. So, the bottom one, I was surprised I did completely fine with. By the time I was choking and dying, the, stuff in the molds already set, so I was able to get that one out, breathe a bit, and then we did the top one. We did the top one. And the top one obviously feels like has the shape of your actual teeth, but then it has the roof of the mouth plate on it. And so they get that all ready, and all of a sudden they bring over this bucket, this like yay big bucket with a garbage bag lining. And they tell me to hold it, and I just assume, okay, it's for when I start like choking and dying because I did that with the other one. You really choke and die with this one. All of a sudden, it's in my mouth, and when things are too far back in your mouth, your body's natural reaction is to have this choking, like, mechanism, right? And so all of a sudden, I'm coughing my lungs out, and I start getting the, like, throw up gag reaction, and I'm expecting stuff to come out of me, but, like, I had eaten a few hours prior to this, so nothing came out, and then all of a sudden, the lady takes me, she says, "Lean forward, breathe through your nose," which literally did not help, and she's like, "Just let it happen," and all that's, like, coming out of my mouth is a pool of saliva. And I was like, "This is disgusting, this is awful." So, I don't know exactly what the time is for when it sets. I wanna say, like, 20 some seconds, um, and she reassured assured me, like, "This is the one time we have to do this." So, I'm coughing, I'm dying. All of a sudden, I see my orthodontist go to, like, the front area because where they have the X-ray room, it literally you there's, like, the door, and it goes out into, like, the desk area. So I see him over there, and he's looking at me very concerned because they didn't prepare me in advance on how this was gonna go. They didn't tell me how to breathe once I have these things in my mouth. And so I'm leaning over, I'm trying to do what they're telling me, it's not working. And then I start slowly inhaling through my mouth instead and exhaling, and that really helped for me. I remember my eyes being so watery because I was just choking to death, and so we finally got that done, and that was the end of that appointment. Thank God, because whew, that was just a lot. So that's been my journey thus far. I'm surprised I'm not dead yet because of all this choking that's been going on. Not this week, but next week, Tuesday, I get my braces on, and I haven't decided what color I'm gonna do because I either want pink for Elle Woods or I want purple just like for me because purple is my favorite color. So I've never really been, hang on, my foot's like falling asleep. Um, I've never really been like nervous to get the braces on. I know people said like after a couple days, um, the pain should go away because your mouth is just getting used to something being on them. But yeah, I wasn't nervous for the actual like procedure, treatment kind of thing. I was just nervous for the financial part. So my lesson in this, you guys, is always make sure you have like an actual adult, depending if you're on your like parents insurance still, make sure you have them with so they understand the financial part of this. And also for payments because I'm not actually supposed to pay like with my credit card for the medical stuff. Like I said, we have like a medical card that's supposed to do that, and then when that's used up, because there's only a certain amount on it each year, and then we have to use a different credit card, and it's a whole situation. So always make sure you have a legitimate adult like with you when you're doing this because everybody needs to understand the financial part of it. The good thing is, after this payment of like 1,000 some dollars, whatever it was, we go down to a monthly payment of $195 a month. But the thing is, you're paying that all the way up to whatever year. For me, it's going to be the year of 2022. So that's a crap load of money. So also, if you're old enough to get a job, make sure you find a job that has dental insurance and pray to God that it's dental insurance that will be taken with, through your orthodontist or dentist or whatever. Because holy crap, this thing's expensive. So that's my journey thus far. Okay. And that's my journey so far. Let me guys, if you guys have bracelets, let me know how it went down below. Also, tell me some things that I can and cannot eat. I'm a little bit upset that I have to give up hard shell tacos, but I can still have soft shell tacos. So there's that. I feel like my whole diet's gonna change, which probably is a good thing considering my stomach issues that I have already, and now having something actually on my teeth that can be affected by certain things I eat might not be a bad thing. But anyways, let me know if you guys ever had braces, how that experience went, what you can and cannot eat, and what else I should expect. And let me know, should I get pink braces or purple? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys like the content that I'm making, make sure to subscribe. Excuse me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. I'll definitely kind of keep you guys updated. The last step is to, well, as of right now, the like last step is to get the braces on, and then it should be good until then because I think the molds are for the retainers at the end. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated on this whole journey. And yeah, did I hit everything? Comment, like, subscribe. I did. So I will see you all later. And I hope these videos of my braces journey is going to be helpful for any of you out there. I'm going to be straight up and honest, real and honest with you guys when it comes to the finances because you just can't like fake that. You can't just like hide that from people. I want you guys to know the things before you go into possibly getting braces of your own. Anyways, I'm just rambling on. So bye. Hope you guys have a great weekend and a great rest of your week. I will see you later, probably with my braces on.